Gface, who is a very successful trucker and businessman, who also associates with Swifty Blue. That's how I was introduced to him, with a few clips of Swifty Blue. And then also he had a No Jumper interview that was pretty viral. And yeah, he apparently does not like what T-Rail had to say. I'm pretty sure any man with a child will not agree with T-Rail had to say. Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure emotions are running high over there, but that doesn't justify threatening a child, the innocent one at that. But we're going to listen to what T-Rail had said that made Gface have such a reaction, and then we're going to hear Gface's reaction. But here is what...
Parker, when she see me, when you get older, when you see this, Parker, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna kick you in your ass. And fuck your daddy. You feel me? And fuck your grandma too.
Right. So I'm pretty sure you guys just all heard that T-Rail just basically, after Adam22's epic rant, for some odd reason wanted to go at a innocent child. When there's Adam22 to go ahead and discuss, there is his platform, the one that cultivated your interview style and your podcasting style. There's the business to go out. There's so many different things to go out, but a innocent child. It's crazy. But here's what Gface had to say.
Podcast. I see this fucking video with T-Rail, man, back on Fig. Bro, I don't know what's going on in your head, T-Rail. You either just down bad, or you just in a fucked up mental state.
That's what I was saying. I was like, look, I get it. The emotions are running high over there. Adam just cooked, sauteed, hibachied, grilled you. For months and months, you've went on about the guy. And then when he has his boiling point, breaking point, your only response is to go for an innocent child, to go for the jugular of a child. I don't know, but that's what I was saying. It has to be some kind of mental issue, right?
But bro, how the fuck, if you beefing it with a certain person, you know where he works, you can hit him directly, see him directly, or whatever it is. If you're scared he's gonna call the cops, you can talk shit to him, whatever. Bro, how the fuck you disrespect a little innocent child, bro?
Yeah, no, that's a solid point. Like, we're all content creators. We're all podcasters. We all do this for a living, right? Especially the guys that are established and genuinely pay bills and stuff off of this. Your whole job is to speak, is to communicate. People tune in every day for you to communicate, right? And so in times of turmoil, you can't communicate. You want to seek violence. It just doesn't make no sense. But you're a street ninja, so you know what entails with doing street ninja stuff. It's only jail or death. You're a father at this time too. You're also a businessman at this time too. So in order to go for you to go so many steps backwards and attack an innocent child or threaten an innocent child is crazy. Now, let's do this. Let's play vice versa. Adam22 says something about T-Rail kids. Oh, all hell break loose. But as wicked as people say Adam22 is, how does he have enough wherewithal to not say anything about an innocent child? But supposedly the one that's the victim in all of this says something about an innocent child.
You mentioned Park like an innocent fucking child that has never done shit to you, you bitch ass nigga. Imagine if somebody said this about your kid, or you just probably don't give a fuck about your child. You don't love this little baby like that, so you don't give a fuck. But who says that, homie?
Like, even AD, that's why I've been starting to like get back on the AD train, because AD looked up, or he paused as he was holding the mic to T-Rail as he was saying what he was saying. As soon as he mentioned Parker Mac, AD had such a look of disappointment on his face. Like, damn, bruh, that's where you're going? Like, that's how low you're willing to go? Like, go back and watch that clip, y'all. Y'all will see what I'm talking about.
Look at what happened to piece of shit Smack. He did the same shit, and karma caught up to him bad, bro. Y'all speaking about a man's fucking child.
Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. He said that Smack did say some things about Parker Mac back a couple months ago. And he had an unfortunate demise when it came to the car accident. And he's stating that that's a maybe sense of karma. Now, anyone can argue that being on a motorcycle is just one of the most dangerous things you could do in life, regardless of what you say behind that, or, you know, that's just a very dangerous thing. That's a risk. But I could understand his thinking, like, if you're willing to say something as low as that, then God only knows what the universe is willing to do to discipline you and help you learn your lesson from that situation.
Homie, no matter if I don't fuck with him no more, no matter if I have a disagreement with him, who the fuck speaks on a child, homie?
Now, when he says by that, Gface and Adam22 have recently gotten to a little debacle in terms of Gface and Whack 100. So if I could break it down, Gface and Whack 100 and Adam22. Gface and Adam22 have had a decent relationship. It seems like they're, from what Adam says, they're on like a friendly level, right? And so he reached out to Gface after the Adam and Whack podcast and said, hey, Whack was talking about you. You might want to come on. Now, I can look at this from two different perspectives. I can say, man, that's a real homie. Adam, like, man, he telling you, like, Whack might have said a few things about you. It wasn't too serious. You might want to come in, chop it up, give your piece, right? Or you look at it like, damn, how you going to allow him to even do that? And we homies, and you telling me somebody else said something about you. That's from, like, a street perspective. So I can see where they coming from that. But Adam, like, I get Adam too. Like, bro, we talked about you. He said some things. You can come, next episode, say your piece. It wasn't too crazy. It's nothing inciting violence, but, we run a media platform, so we need the media. So I can understand it from that point of view. But he's saying, even regardless of that, I'm still sticking up for the child.
And the fact is that kid is half Armenian, homie, so I'm taking that shit personally, bro. So Trell, this is Gface, homie. You's a bitch, suck my dick, and if you want that smoke, I'll pull up on your bitch ass. You and I could run that fade one-on-one, and we could up that shit on the net. Straight up, you's a bitch, homie.
Now, I'm not sure if he knows that Trell is, I wouldn't say handicapped, but just has the ability to work one hand, right? He can't really fight with the other hand. So, I don't think Gface knows that, because Gface seems like a stand-up guy and wouldn't be wanting to fade with like someone who's quote-unquote handicapped. Now, for him sticking up for, he's Armenian, right? He said the child's half Armenian, so that's where it comes kind of personal for him, right? So he's saying this is an Armenian child at the end of the day, so I'm going to take it personal if you're saying these type of things. This child has to grow up, and she's going to be ingratiated into the Armenian community that I'm a part of. And so within that, I have to protect these young kids that are in this Armenian community, right? And if you're over here using your platform to destroy an innocent child, that's where I have to step in. I don't think that's his perspective from it. But I'm eager to see what Trell has to say in response. I'm eager to see if there's an apology, or I'm eager to see if he's willing to stand on that take, if he's going to stand on business, as the young kids say, because that is a very, very controversial thing. There's no way you can justify threatening an innocent child. You can't.
I don't respect no man that speaks about a fucking child, homie. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on with Adam. I don't give a fuck about Adam. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, homie. You speaking on a fucking kid, homie. I don't know where you been to in prison, homie, but I promise.
Now, this is a good point. He brings up what the laws would be behind the walls for anyone,
Homie, if you was on the yards that I was on, they'd have smacked your bitch ass. Your own people would have, homie. No real motherfucker respects any man disrespecting a child, talking about you gonna kick a little female kid in the ass like, you's a fucking bitch, Trell, straight up, my boy. You's a straight.
Yeah, man, I'm eager to see what Trell has to say back. Gface, outside of the violence and things like that, I agree what he has to say. I'm pretty sure any man with a child who loves their children can't justify a man threatening an innocent child. But yeah, I'm eager to see Trell's response. I appreciate the fact that Gface is willing to advocate for the child, even with him and Adam22's relationship in turmoil. What do y'all think, though, man? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, and I'm trying to get to 1,100,000 subs. So if you know somebody that knows somebody, tell them sub.